So just a week or so after people have started to receive their PC Engine minis, TurboGrafx 16 minis, and their Core Grafx 16 minis, we have officially hacked those consoles. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything that we know so far and what to expect moving forward. This is Steve from Restalgia, and let's get started. So this video is going to be relatively short and sweet. We don't have a ton of information, but we do have a little bit of test footage here. And before we talk about that, I want to give a huge, enormous shout out to Cyanic over at Mod My Classic. He has pretty much done most of the work in terms of getting all the tools for packing and unpacking on the PC Engine and TurboGrafx 16 mini consoles. If you run into him over on Discord, be sure to give him some props because he certainly deserves it. Now this mod is going to work for all three of the consoles, TurboGrafx 16, PC Engine, and Core Grafx, because they are essentially all using the exact same software and the same hardware. So it's going to work right across the board, and the development team over at Mod My Classic has decided to name this hack Project Phobos. So I'm not 100% sure how the development team decides on the names, but I do know that they are basing all the names off of cosmology. So this one was definitely an interesting one, but that is going to be the name. Now, as you guys can see from the footage that is currently playing, we are able to add our own PC Engine and PC Engine CD games or TurboGrafx CD games, whichever region you are from. You are absolutely able to load things up, put whatever games you want, and additionally to adding your games when you launch them, you are going to still get the really sweet HuCard animation, so that's actually really exciting too. So in terms of some things that we're going to see, it's going to be very similar in terms of what we had with Project Lunar. We are going to get our own boot screen. We're going to have RetroArch integration, which means we're going to be able to load up multiple consoles to this thing. We also are going to have emulation station, and I'm not sure if that's going to be available right out the gate or if that's something that's going to come in a subsequent update, but those are things that the development team is working towards. And a couple other of the cooler features that they're looking to implement, again, this may not be on release, but they are planning for it, is menu volume control, or things like switching out the themes, and we're even going to get things like enhanced save state management. And what that means is we're going to be able to go ahead and delete save states and save our save states right from within the game menu. So that's actually going to be really, really convenient to be able to adjust our save states on the go. Now, another little feature that I've heard some rumbling about, but it hasn't been confirmed that it is going to be released specifically on the PC Engine, is that there may actually be a toggle to allow for an FPS counter in the top right-hand corner. So there's a lot of people talking about whether or not emulation is good on this thing. If we can get that FPS counter, we can actually see how well it actually emulates. Are we running at the full 60 frames per second? Do we have any drop-offs on certain games? In terms of input lag, those are things that are going to be able to be corrected, because if we have RetroArch integration, we can use different cores. So there's a whole whackload of stuff that's going on here to really enhance our user experience. Now, in terms of what potentially we're going to see from Hackchi, I'm not really sure. I haven't heard anything from them, and I know that they tend to develop things and keep their information and their mods under wraps until they're really close to release. So I don't have any information in regards to that. I can only speak to what I've heard and seen coming out of the Mod My Classic development group. But that's more or less it in terms of the PC Engine TurboGrafx. It has 100% been hacked, as you guys can see from this video. We can add games to it. The hack is not ready yet for public release, and I don't even know when we're going to go into beta, but this is absolutely proof of concept to show that the console has been hacked, and we're able to actually get this thing running, and it shouldn't take too much longer. And I think the last thing that I can talk about in terms of the PC Engine TurboGrafx 16 is that they are intending to have a desktop app similar to what we had with Project Lunar. So we'll have an app that will help us and walk us through the installation process, and then we'll also be able to use that to manage all of our games and maybe even some of the settings. So that's actually really convenient, and I definitely like seeing that they're going this route with most of their mods moving forward. But that's more or less all I've got in terms of the PC Engine TurboGrafx 16. There is a little bit of an update towards Project Lunar. We are expecting a new release to come down the pipeline. Things that we can expect from there will be folder support. We are going to be able to add games and funnel them into the console properly and not be limited by that 90 or 80 to 90 game limitation that you're going to have on your single page. By creating those folders, you'd be able to load up as many games as you want, and the only thing limiting you would be the space on your USB drive. And as I mentioned with the PC Engine, we're going to see a lot of those same features. Things like an FPS counter, enhanced save state management, and a whole whack load of other things. So definitely keep your eyes out. I will be sure to give you guys all the information as it comes out. I'm also going to be covering all the tutorials for everything and all the updates, so be sure to subscribe to the channel if this is something that is important to you and that you guys are interested in. But that's all I've got for you guys in this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below if you guys are excited for this PC Engine hack, or are you guys going to leave your consoles the way they are? Let me know down below. But that's all I've got. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again real soon.